Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Africans, but especially my fellow youth, the future of Africa. You're most welcome to MJD Build Africa podcast, where we raise the voice of Africans, where we unlock potential of men, youth. Today, I'm so honored to be before you. It is Dominic, as usual, on MJD Build Africa podcast. I'm not alone. Alongside me, we have our guest, a great man here in Suti. Sir, you're most welcome to MJD.
Thank you, sir.
Our beloved, our followers of MJD would love to know our guest. So, kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dominic. My name is Nzingo Samuel.
Yes.
I'm a student. I'm pursuing a bachelor's degree in law
Yes.
at Kampala International University and at the main campus. And I'm aspiring as a president Law Society of the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Mr. Nzingo, to choose MJD, Build Africa podcast. We are so honored to host you, sir. So, you've said that you're a student at Kampala International University, main or branch, where exactly?
I said at the main.
At the main,
Yeah.
in Kansang.
In Kansanga.
So, the Might University in East Africa. So, you're most welcome. As a student, what inspired you to join university, not to marry or to join the army?
Yeah, basically, I have another bachelor's, so I joined the university because I wanted to stop being ignorant about the laws that govern our country, even what governs this world.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I would love to vie for other political offices in the future. So I would love to see what happens to the field of law, because if someone goes to parliament tomorrow and is ignorant about the law-making processes, then it becomes a bit difficult.
So that is what inspired you to join law school or to join university?
That and more others are some of the reasons that forced me or that inspired me to join the university and to join law school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But you have majority of people who joined law because of family issues. They want to revenge their uncles, grab their lands. Are you one of them?
No.
No, it's national matters.
Yeah, the national matters.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad to meet a young man, though with beards, but a young man, of course, a student, university student, who has that zeal, that fire that is igniting in you to join law, to know laws of Uganda that governs our country and Africa at large.
Yeah.
So it's better than as you've said, you're a student.
Yeah.
So I know that the majority of students, you are facing several challenges as students in universities. So since the day you joined university, which challenge have you faced as individual or students at large?
Yeah, basically, thank you so much for the question. I will generalize the problems or the challenges.
Yes.
And one of the other key challenges is, for example, for some of the students who stay within the university,
Yes.
for example, here in Kansanga, they face challenges of the high costs of living, as that we had shared the other time.
Yes.
That for example, in Kansanga, we have many people who have been settled by the United Nations Refugee Program, and that makes the housing facilities expensive for them. Then also it makes food to be expensive for these students. So it makes them vulnerable to be affected by other external forces. So that's a very big challenge. So because if they're affected externally, then they will not concentrate academically to pursue their vision or their goal in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you mean, especially for KI students who stays around Kansanga, they are facing challenges of high cost living, where you said that house are expensive, food is expensive. So those are challenges that you are facing outside campus, but inside campus as students. What are the challenges that you're facing?
The biggest challenge at Kampala International University is, I will concentrate on the medical aspect of it, is that when you look at our university clinic, it has a problem that it has not been embossed with enough facilities, enough medication. Just because we have many cases of students who get illnesses, and they cannot be administered with first aid. Of recent, I was doing a survey, and we don't have a health minister in the university.
As a guild union, in a guild union?
I can even give you time to go and think about it, research whether we have a health minister at the university.
Yes.
Even the Law Society, we don't have a health minister, but yet there are many students who are facing issues and would love to rise up and speak on their behalf. Yeah.
So thank you, Samuel.
You're welcome.
Now,
Yeah.
what do you think that are the ways of solving that? But before we go there, you said that you are the aspiring president of Law Society in the KIU. As a young man, what inspired you? What is pushing you? What inspired you to join or to contest for that position? Or why not other positions?
Thank you so much. You know, once again, my name is Nzingo Samuel.
Yes.
And there are quite a number of issues that have inspired me. There are people that I look up to that have been in these leadership responsibilities. When I entered year one, I happened to see a gentleman like Pius Chiemba.
Yes.
But before there was Council Areva, before there was also Honorary Council Kadu.
Yes.
So there is also Council Okubo Emmanuel, who has been a president at LDC Mbale. So these gentlemen have always inspired us. I met another gentleman, is called Sike Katrima.
Yes.
He's a council. These gentlemen have inspired us as time has gone by.
Yes.
So they have mentored us a particular way. In that they have made that leadership and Pan-Africanist spirit to rise out of us.
Yes.
And then point to, in the Law Society, it is an avenue and a place where people can open up to other leadership spaces that they can be mentored and become better leaders of tomorrow.
Yes.
That's what inspires me, that me and other young men and women, when we vie for these offices, of leadership offices, we can go to other leadership spaces and we are mentored better. Then even when we're in these offices, there are some other young men and women that can look up to us and they are inspired to vie for other political offices, even for these leadership offices, when they look on us. Yeah. So that inspires me.
That's what inspires you.
Yeah.
Now, this Law Society in KIU have been there, or it is new initiative?
The Law Society has been in existence. It has been in existence. A mere fact that the law school has existed for the past 22 years, so the Law Society has been in existence. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I know the current one, the current leader who is there is Soba, I think.
Yeah.
My good friend Soba. I know Chemba, Pius has been my good friend, and the Katrima Sike, my good friend also, and others who have been there in that office. So now, what is your vision? What the vision you have for law student in KIU?
My vision that I have as Samuel Nzingo, the slogan, the ideology we are agitating is inclusivity and servant leadership.
Yes.
And when you look at those concepts, every leader who comes to office or who is vying for any political office at the University of KIU, they may be speaking the same ideologies.
Yes.
Of us putting up this, of us being servant leaders, and we promise a lot of heaven on earth at the university.
Yes.
But what may make me different from other people, I'm looking at the implementation part of it. Is that when I speak about establishing an alumni association for the law school to bridge a gap between the students who are continuing and those who have graduated,
Yes.
so that we can get testimonies of people who have gone through law school and they come on board. And now how can that implement policies of a law society office? It, in a sense that when we don't have enough resources, these policies cannot be implemented. They remain ideologies, they remain ideas. When we welcome people on board who have gone through the same law school and we identify with them and they subscribe to the Law Society Alumni Association, they can bring however little the resources are. In that office there is some good amount of money that these policies we are agitating for can be put in place. For example, we always have a law week. We have sports galas for the Law Society. We have different activities. Students can be having issues of lack of enough tuition. So yet sometimes we go and outsource resources from graduates of Makerere,
Yes.
from graduates of UCU, but we are neglecting those that have gone through Law School of KIU. I can give you an example. Honorable Anita Among,
Yes,
She's a graduate of KIU
Yes.
Law School, but she cannot at one time to rise up and say, I belong to KIU, to Kampala International University Law School. So when we bring those individuals on board, then all the policies and all the ideas, all the ideologies we are thinking about, they can be implemented. But without resources, they cannot be implemented, my brother. And that and many others are what I would love to implement. For example, to improve and increase on our inclusivity of students in the outside diaspora, how we relate with the students of Makerere, how we relate with the students of UCU. We can do inter-co-curricular activities. We go for football, we go for netball, we go for debates, we go for moots with other universities. So that mindset about what Makerere thinks about us and UCU thinks about us, even us as students of KIU, that those who are in this university, but when their hearts are in other universities and say, how I wish I'm at Makerere, how I wish I'm at KIU, how I wish I was at MUK, but UCU. But because of some circumstances and by default, they're at the university. So we would love to change that mindset by bringing those graduates to bring their testimonies on board. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have very clear manifesto, and I think every student who loves his institution and who wish to see implementation would at least give you a chance to be there. But if I want to go there behind, I remember in Law Society, in 2024, I had invitation.
Yeah.
They invited me for their conference. I met there Audrey Rwabog in that conference. I think that was one of the achievements I have seen in Law Society here in KIU. So now, in your mind, after reaching the office, what are you planning for our mootings, and some conference, some mentorship for the KIU Law Society?
Thank you so much. Maybe to take you back, that is not only what they did. Maybe that's
what I remember as a person who was invited.
We were able to capture.
Yes.
But in the reign of Sambujiri, who is the current president, the elect, he has done quite a number of achievements. There are quite a number.
Yes.
We had a law run. We had a law week where people participated in different mooting activities. And during President Sambujiri's reign, there are different farms that have been established. So I cannot just neglect those contributions in the law society that have been put into practice. Then he has also done a great achievement. Right now we hear they are amending the constitution of the KIU law society. Those are great achievements. Then he has also improved on the lobbying skills to bring in finances in the law society. So I cannot neglect the mere fact that they've done a great improvement. Yeah.
So now, thank you, Mr. Samuel. You've said that what is barring you now, it is to implement something which was drafted but was not implemented. Now, as a law society aspiring president, in the constitution, if you have read the articles and whatever, what would you wish to amend or to add or to remove, in general to amend in the constitution of the law society?
Thank you so much. The constitution has quite a number of articles of the law society. But since the constitution is in amendment, there are issues that they're amending. Maybe that what I would love them to add is the issue of the responsibilities and the roles of the vice president, and the responsibilities and the roles of a speaker and the publicity secretary.
Yes.
Because when you look in it is around Article 24 that talks about of the Constitution of the Law Society.
Yes.
That talks about the vice president, that he will deputize the president. Then he or she will do those functions that have been given to him or her by the president. But I think there are quite a number of issues or roles that a vice president can do, can also, if there are activities that are rising up, can connect with the other ministers, can represent the vice the whole of society at different functions. So there are quite a number of issues that the vice president can do, apart from only representing the law society as a cabinet, apart from only deputizing the president if he's not in office. Then also the roles of a publicity secretary, they're supposed to be made broader and wider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Samuel, thank you.
You're welcome.
If I'm to ask, in law society, Are you contesting alone, or you have some people that you're running with?
Yeah, that is a very interesting question. There are quite a number of young men and women who are vying for different political offices.
Yes.
So right now, because at KAI we have what we call camps. There are other certain young gentlemen. We have a group in 2-2. We have a lady in 2-1. We have other people in 3-2. So who are vying? I don't know whether you're saying that my camp.
No, on the same position.
On the same position.
Yes.
We have another gentleman who is in 3-2.
Yes.
He's vying for the same political office or for the same leadership office. Yeah.
Now, if I'm to ask, why can't you withdraw and leave for others? What really, like, you feel like cannot allow you to withdraw and give other people to read?
Now, sometimes people go to office or they stand for political or leadership positions simply because they have been convinced by themselves a particular way. I was reading about a certain book by a certain man.
Yes.
The book is called Courageous Leadership.
Courageous leadership.
And in that book, they were explaining something called the personal passion.
Yes.
Some of the people go to politics or to go to leadership because they have been told by people to go to politics. Maybe their parents, maybe their friends. But me as a person, I have what we call a personal passion. That there are things that I've looked at the university that I would love to add a leaf. I'm not saying to implement, but to add a leaf on what has been established and to add on extra efforts. So I think I have more credible goals, have more credible ideologies, and that are pushing me. When I look at the other friends behind me, other students that I study with, I would love to respect them. A fact that I have people who support me. They don't support me as a person, but they support the ideology that I'm tabling on the table, that it is our voice, it is our law society, it is our future. That's what I'm tabling on the table. So I don't want to neglect that ideology. Yeah.
So thank you. You have very nice ideology. And then you are aspiring like for the office of guild of Law Society president. But we have Law Society president, like Law Society in KIU, but still we have Law Society at large in the country. So now, as the part of KIU, what you do, what is your plan for Law Society in country at large, not limited at KIU?
Thank you so much. You know, there is a certain lady, she's called Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes.
She wrote and she said that our lives start to end when we begin to become quiet or silent about things which matter.
Yes.
And now, as the Law Society of KIU, we would love to rise up and participate, because it is before we go to the Uganda Law Society, we have something called the Uganda National Students Leaders, Law Society Association, that puts leaders of law societies together. So we'd love also to go there and identify ourselves with other leaders of respective universities. And we share ideas, and we create more unity, we create more partnership, we create more interconnection with these different universities. Then from there also we'd love to connect with the Uganda Law Society in a perspective. Because tomorrow there are students who are going to look for internship, for mentorship, for jobs. But yet in the Uganda Law Society, it merges, it amalgamates people of the same profession, but from different law schools. So the reason why we want to go to the Uganda Law Society is for those purposes that I've listed down below. That from merging with this, identifying with the students, leaders, from different law schools, but also to the Uganda Law Society, because they are our seniors and they can come on board and mentor students and change their mindset that irrespective you are at the University of KIU Law School, but you can make it. You can go to LDS and make it. This is how you can make it in life. So there are quite a number that I would love to, as to why we would love to identify ourselves with the Uganda Law Society, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel. Really, you have good plans for Law Society, not only at KIU, but in Uganda at large. And of course, you know that East Africa become a village. So it will expand until you reach to East Africa and Africa at large. So on MJD Build Africa podcast, one of our major core goal is to promote Pan-Africanism. So you cannot leave this stage or you can leave this studio without giving us your view on the current affairs in Africa. Now, as a young African, what do you think that the causes of unemployment in Africa, in youth of Africa, where the majority are not employed? What do you think that are the causes of that unemployment in African youth?
Thank you so much for that submission. Yeah, when you look at Africa as a whole, we have a curriculum that was imposed on us.
Yes.
When you look at countries like China, they have a curriculum that is even, they use their native language.
Yes.
But when you look at our curriculum here, it is British imposed.
Yes.
That means that the children in this country or in African countries,
yes,
even though we got our independence, but we really colonized. There is the neo-colonialism.
Yes.
In that we are still following that system. So it is a problem in that even though people graduate, they graduate with a paper, but yet they cannot implement different aspects.
Yes.
That's why this government previously has been agitating for us going to do practical courses. Though in the long run, there are some courses that still have been strapped off from the curriculum that make us not think about our Africa, like political science.
Yes.
That always taught us about our Africa. Though we go practical, but
yes,
I think we should not only concentrate on the practical, but also on some subjects
yes,
that talk about Africa. So that's a very big, huge problem, that we have a curriculum that is not favorable to Africa, looking at the political, social, geographical, and the cultural setting of Africa as a continent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, do you think that autocracy or dictatorship is the best way of reading Africa, or democracy is the best tool to read Africa?
Now, before I answer that question, there is a Pan-Africanist. He's called Marcus Garvey.
Marcus Garvey, yes.
And he always spoke about the black identity. And we as Africans, we must agitate for democracy because it is the way to go. And what is democracy? When you look at for example, when you look at the Constitution in Article 1, that talks about the social contract theory,
yes, that
the power belongs to the people, but the people have a mandate to give their power to a certain sovereign entity. But when you look at Article 1, Clause 4, that the people have a mandate to vote a certain person who is going to be in power, and that person, and they must also have, and they must give in their views how they are supposed to be led by that person. What am I trying to say, my brother? In that if we don't agitate for democracy,
yes,
then we are going to face issues, because when you look at the preamble of the Constitution, that we must look at our history, what has been happening in Uganda. There has been tyranny in the times of Idi Amin Dada, even the Obote too. Quite a lot of issues happen in our country. So I'm agitating for democracy in this country, and even Africa as a continent.
So you, as personally, you prefer democracy more than autocracy?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
No, but there's some people who mention some African leaders, they say that they are dictators. But through their dictatorship, we see them doing miracle things, great things, that those people who pretend to be democratic leaders, you find they are doing nothing. But those who take themselves as dictators, they are doing great things. What would you say, or what is your view on that?
Thank you so much. If you could take a time and look at the history of this world, for example, Africa, we're concentrating on Africa.
Yes.
Or for example, a country like Burkina Faso.
Yes.
There was a man who was called Sankara.
Thomas Sankara.
And he agitated for democracy. So, but in the long run, we have a case study of Libya. We had a person who was like Gaddafi.
Yes.
He was not a democratic person. He was in power for over 40 years, 4 decades. So even though sometimes people can use an iron hand to rule a country, but in the long run, those achievements can be lost. Because look at how the country of Libya right now is in. So even though we say that sometimes some people can bring achievements because of the iron hand, but in the long run, when people push the wall and their ideas and interests are not brought on table, then we can lose the achievements that we think we've achieved in the long run. Yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Nzigo.
You're welcome.
Now, we have very many young Africans who have passion, who are well thinkers, great thinkers, who would like to join politics, but they fear that in politics there are a lot of things. Saga, what can you tell young Africans who would love to join politics, but who still have that fear of joining politics?
Thank you so much. I always quote different people. I've read some pieces of a man called Theodore Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was the 26th president of the United States of America.
Yes.
And this man, he says that a vote is like a rifle in the hands of a person using it.
Yes.
It becomes useful when the owner uses it in the rightful manner.
Yes.
What am I trying to say? The young people who have passion to join politics, they must first believe in themselves. Then also having this mind that it is not because of money that we join politics, but looking at agitating for the rights of the people of Africa as a continent.
Yes.
And now when we begin to become silent about these things that matter, then what will happen to Africa as a whole? Because there are some people who wake up and stay in their houses comfortable, but yet there is a person who said that there is that little change, that enduring change. It happens one step at a time, but with involvement of the people. I wonder, I was reading about a book by a man is called Ngugi wa Thiong'o. He's a Kenyan writer.
I know him.
In the book called Devil on the Cross.
Yes.
And he wrote that when we dig potholes in our own courtyards,
yes,
and we put leaves on them, it will be our own children who are going to fall in them.
Yes.
So when young people don't want to join politics because they are fearing money, or because they are joining politics because of money, it's going to become a problem. But let them be driven by us changing our societies,
yes,
by us agitating for the rights of the people. Then I would also invite young people to read different books and to get different mentors, because leadership is the way to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, as we wind up, allow me to thank you for visiting MJD Build Africa podcast and sharing with us all those very great ideas that can shape other people's life.
Yeah.
That's what we always emphasize people, that MJD is here for you. It's the arena where you can shape, where you can unlock your potential, where you can grow yourself.
Yeah.
So you are most welcome, and we thank you for each and everything.
Yeah.
And then as we wind up, 2 words that you can tell the followers of MJD Build Africa podcast.
Yeah, our viewers, I would also love to thank them. I want to thank you for listening to us and for viewing us. And at the same time, I would also love to thank you for inviting me into this space where we can communicate to as many thousands of people as possible.
Yes.
And I want to thank you for this opportunity.
Yes.
And I'm humbled.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Last word to tell the followers, people of Law Society from KIU International University, for your vote.
Yeah, the viewers of KIU, I love to tell you that Nzingo Samuel is the best candidate, is the competent candidate who is going to agitate for our rights. And our slogan is inclusivity and servant leadership.
Yes.
It is our vote, it is our future, it is our law society.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining us, and especially I want to emphasize my good friends from KIU Law Society to vote Nzingo Samuel as the best candidate. Your vote matters, and when you vote Samuel, you will not regret. Thank you. Thank you for joining MJD Build Africa podcast. Doors are open for you guys. Thank you. Africa for Africans.